What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I want to try a map that you guys have sent me, a little track that you've sent me over on the old Discord. So for people that don't know, I have Discord, right? I feel like I need to mention this every time, but I have a Discord where people can come in, interact with other people from my community, of course, but you can also send in over some tunes for cars that you've built, maybe something interesting, something fun for me to try in future videos, or even tracks. And in this video, I have picked someone's track. Well, it's not actually his track, but he did say that it's a hill climb from the HSK guys, sorry, that may be the best custom hill climb in the game. Immediately caught my attention. As soon as you put the best hill climb in the game, I'm like, I've tried a lot of them. You've seen them on the channel before. I've tried quite a bunch of these hill climb events in the game, especially custom ones, obviously. So, yeah, let's give it a shot. This is obviously something that I've done in the past, but like I said, if one of these grabs my attention like this, I kind of need to try it. I need to see, because there's a few of them, like I said, that I've done that are very good. I'll put the shortcut up on the screen as well. So we have 967-118-253. Boom, and send it. There it is. It's actually got a lot of plays, and it looks pretty damn good. That is a good looking track. I've even picked the best car for this as well. The Evo, the Time Attack Evo is the best car for this as well. I mean, you know, it's not really the fastest car or anything like that, but it is a pretty damn good Time Attack car, and it looks the part as well, you know. The track does look really, really good though, doesn't it? From the thumbnail, looks really, really good. Okay. I have a little tune on this thing. It's nothing too insane, nothing too crazy. Where am I going? I'm guessing straight. Okay, so it's basically the same as the... Should I go cockpit just for a laugh? Basically starts off the exact same as the regular... hill climb track here. Obviously the Cara Este. Drift Zone, the Mountain Pass, the Vulcan Sprint, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much is identical so far. Nothing crazy, no changes yet. When do these changes actually come in? Is it actually just the top part of the track? Do I actually just have to do the Vulcan Sprint just all the way up? Okay, well, my opinion has already been shifted to this is a mid-track. Why would you build all the custom part of it at the very, very top? And have me try to just do the regular, like, Vulcan Sprint event. Climbing up the regular part of the track. You could have customized this as well. Calling this the best is a bit weird. I don't know, so far the start line is a bit stupid. You shouldn't have put me at the bottom. I think if you've created something that you should be proud of, like a nice track, show that off. I don't really want to see this. I'm basically open world racing now. I'm not even doing a sprint, I'm just kind of open world driving up this mountain at this point in time. A bit bold to just call this the best. This has already knocked a few points off my score. That's in my head. I'll start the whole scoring system from 6 out of 10, right? As just a good little, just maybe slightly above average, obviously, because 5 out of 10 will be bang on average. So, start off with 6 out of 10. I'm now dropping this to a 3 out of 10 right now, because so far it's just this. The only reason why I'm not dropping it lower is because I can see that there's stuff to come. Okay, here we go. So it's all this part now is new. God, the surface of the road has changed so drastically. Yeah, the surface of the road has changed immensely. It's like my front end just doesn't have any steering. Okay. I mean, it's an easy car to drive. I just kind of need to, like, this thing hops around a lot. Okay. Why have you not just put this in? Is it just because of, like, there is a start line at the top of this mountain. We know it because there's a... The golden toge starts up here, doesn't it? So there is a start line up here. I know you have to pick a very set start line, right? Because that's how this works, right? When you pick the actual event itself, right? The start line has to be from a very specific point where you can pick any race on the map, right? That's how this works. You need a set starting point where other races can also be started from. But there is a starting line for a race at the top of the mountain. We know this, like I said, because of the golden toge that starts up here. I can't remember what the actual race is called. But we definitely have starting points at the top of the map. Or at the top of the, I guess, the volcano. So you setting the start point at the bottom is just a bit stupid. I know it's maybe just because you wanted to include basically just this part as an extra part to the Vulcan Sprint event, or I guess the regular mountain pass. But I want to play this. I don't want to play the rest of the mountain pass. That's a bit stupid. Oh, I'm going too fast. Can I save it? Okay, we saved it somehow. I teetered right on the edge. And that was pretty much it. Honestly, that part was actually quite clean. I actually really enjoyed that. That was really, really good. The only problem is, like I said, is the start of this was just a bit strange. I just didn't like it. It looks really good as well in front of me, doesn't it? Like I said, we've had a few of these different events in the past where we've kind of driven on a lot of these different types of roads, and we've had some of them that were just like pretty bad. They were short and bad. And this one, the roads were actually quite nice. The only problem is, like I said, it's just the start line was a bit dumb. I'm also assuming that because this is all the way up here and it's built like this with all the walls and everything, to actually look kind of decent when you're just staring at it from a distance. This also took a lot of props to build, so I'm assuming you could not have made this any longer or anything like that, right? I do like it. I think it's very, very nice. I think the roads are really clean, very well put together. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking this, like I said. It's just the whole beginning part was a bit dense. I was about to say a bit dumb. I'm not gonna call you dense for putting that in because it's a bit rude, a bit mean. But yeah, you definitely could have put or used one of the starting points from the top of the map instead. Just drive maybe like an extra little bit, like kind of get rid of where the finish line is and make it so it's closer to where we are. Oh, there's like a little like spot here where you can stop. I didn't actually pay attention to this last time that we drove up here. That does look good. That actually does look really good. Again, like I said, the whole first part of it, just being the regular event or the regular track, it just kind of ruins it, you know? Curb is always really funny to me. Apart from that, like I said, I think the track itself is actually quite nice. It actually does remind me a little bit of like a mixture of tracks. I think Gran Turismo has like that little bridge type there as well. I mean, obviously Gran Turismo didn't come up with it, but it has that like little bridge on the side of the mountain type of thing. Or I guess it's not even a bridge. Oh, there's a parking lot here as well. Oh, I like this. This is cool. This is actually very cool. I like this, yeah. What about this? How's this work? Do I just go up even higher? I just kind of skip like a little bit of the road, which kind of just goes above the parking lot. Oh, there's even more parking up here. Yeah, I think the way it's built is actually quite nice. It's generally very smooth to drive on these roads. Like I said, there's a lot of time where you can like link up these roads together and they're just not great. The very beginning of it was a bit iffy and a little bit bad. That's why when I was immediately greeted with this track, I was like, oh my god, this drives so differently to the actual regular road. But I mean, you can't really do too much about that, you know. It's just the way that the game is allowing you to like put parts together, you know, and link parts together, like especially parts of the road. It's never going to be like absolutely perfect, spot on. Like even if you put like these, you can see that it's not like a smooth road up. It's like a flat piece that goes into another flat piece that goes into another flat piece. It kind of does link together, but it's not as smooth as if you were to like... The geometry is not as smooth, is what I'm trying to say, as like the regular, you know, tracks in the game that the, you know, the devs have made. Which is a bit dumb and a little bit annoying that now, however many years on, we're still not allowed to build the smoothest possible surfaces that we can, even though, you know, they already exist in the game with this. You can see how smoothly now the road is going up and down, and the undulation in the road and all that sort of stuff. It's so much more. It's so much more like, I don't know. It's just easier for the car to handle, right? Whereas obviously the regular players, like people that have created that map, for example, it's kind of hard for them to make a smooth road where they have to add like loads of flat bits of like ground together, you know, to kind of force it into a smoother experience. But it is definitely noticeable going from like the regular road to this. And that's why at the very beginning I immediately realized, I was like, oh wait, the grip is different. And it's not just the grip that's different, it's just the way the whole, like I said, the platforms are linked together and all that sort of stuff just makes it feel like it's a lot worse than it usually is. It's a really cool track. I think I'm gonna give it maybe like a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because the actual road part of it is actually very good. The whole starting bit made me take off a few points. Definitely about like 3 points, just because I didn't like the whatever few minutes it was driving up the regular bit of road, because surely right here to my right there is another spawn point. I mean, it's gonna be a bit annoying and a little bit dumb. You could have made the spawn point where the parking lot is. You could have made it like a nice little parking lot there, and you go out from the parking lot onto this bit of road. Surely you could have done that. Surely. Anyway, that's pretty much my opinion on this. It is a really good track. I wouldn't call it the best. I've definitely driven some other ones which are very, very good, and I definitely do think... Oh, look at this, you can see this. How badly this is done. And it's not because of the people that have made it, but it's just the textures that they had to use to try and create this like smoother surface over here, going up and down. it's just funny. But regardless, the track is actually very fun to drive on. I think it'll be a really cool track to maybe drift on, but I wanted to take out the time attack car because, you know, of course I would. But yeah, anyway, try it out for yourselves. Let me know what you think, and if you have any other tracks or any sort of you know, tunes or anything like that you want to send me to try in future videos, definitely send them over on the Discord. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Short little track, nothing too crazy, but it is what it says on the can. Really, it is a very good hill climb event. All right, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.